The gun you're seeing today is available on the DAI Leisure website. Thank you for watching. Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're here with the Benjamin Kratos in .22. It's done very well with its pellet testing. I'm hoping it does well today on its test and review. Its test and review, if you're new to the channel, let me tell you how this works. First, the gun goes through an accuracy test that we call the 135 test. The reason we call it the 135 test is that's the maximum score you can get. How this works out is it's done over 3 cards. The first card has got 5 small targets on. You need to get in the centre red with your first 5 shots to get 50 points, 10 each. Then we move over to a standard target card. You need to get 5 shots inside the number 10 to get yourself another 50 points. Then we move over to our final card, which is called the rings. The top row, there's 4 big rings and they're worth 5 points each, and then we've got one that's just over the size of a pellet, and if you hit that you get the bonus 15 points, giving you a maximum of 135. After we've done that, we'll put the gun over the chronograph and we'll try and see how powerful it is, and then I'll give you my honest review of what I think of the gun. So, shall we get on? Let's get out there. Here we go, it's commentator's curse time. Can the Kratos loose me down, or is he going to prove me right? Let's see. Shot 1. That's good. Shot 2. Good. Shot 3. Good, just about. The same as the first one, I think that's only just hanging in there. Shot 4. Good. Shot 5. Yeah, right. 5 shots into the normal card, here we go. Last one. I'll just check it, but that looks like he's got the full 100 points there, but I will double check that. Okay, it's the rings. We're in the red ones at the top. Here we go. That's okay. Okay, I think we'll need a reload. I forgot to tell you while I was reloading, it was 100 points. However, the first shot on the first card was mega close. There was probably a millimetre in it, it was that close. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, that's close. That's a good one. Now, chance of a 135 as long as that third shot's gone in. Can he hit it? Oh, I think he has. I'm going to go and take a closer look. Obviously we want to know if this is a 135 or not. Well, I was only complaining the other day that I hadn't had a 135 in this group of guns that's just coming up, and from out to nowhere the Benjamin Kratos has saved us and given us a 135. So accuracy wise, it's a good one, it's the Kratos. Shall we see now how much power he's got? Okay then, let's give the Kratos 5 shots over our chronograph. Here we go. Shot 1. 164. Shot 2. 162. Shot 3. 162. Shot 4. 162. And the final shot 162.9. I'm going to give it a 163 because he did have the 164 at the start and all the other 162s have been very close, so I'll give it 163. Okay then, let's go over to our calculator. We'll just knock that off and Right then, first of all we need to turn that 163 into feet. 163 meters per second is 534.7 feet per second. So we'll type that in, 500, just check on that, 534.7. Okay, now we need our projectile weight, which in this case is the JTS dead centres. I think they're around the 16 grain mark, 16.08. So 16.08 grain. Calculate it, and we've got a, it's okay, it's not too bad at all. The power output is 10.21 foot-pounds, and our energy expressed in joules is 13.84. So it's below that 11.5, that 10.5 feet that we usually like to see, to be on the safe side. But again, it's a newish gun, may still be cutting in, may need a few pellets through the barrel to give it up that power. Also, I'm getting a little bit concerned. We're getting quite a few low scores just lately over our chronograph. It might be worth me investing in a new chronograph. But anyway, that's the readings we've had today. They're okay. They're not spectacular, but they're okay. Well, what can we say of the Benjamin Kratos? Fantastic accuracy. Power maybe a touch on the low side, but it's workable with, as you can see. I mean, it's quite consistent with accuracy, so that's the main thing that you want from these guns, is consistency of accuracy. The power sometimes can be a little bit, well, does it matter as long as you're hitting what you need to hit? What can we say about the Kratos? Well, it's a Benjamin. That means that it's an American company that raids pulp bins from Turkey. Most of the things on this you will find are from Reximex, and it does look very much like our Reximex Acura that we already have in and using in this latest battle league coming up along with this gun. Now, the way you can tell that it's very much the same is because the shrouded of the barrel, the tank's pretty much the same. The only thing that's really changed is the stock. Whereas you get the Turkish walnut with the Acura, you'll get this walnut effect here, but it doesn't look so, shall we say, well treated. It's got the adjustable cheek piece, very much the same as well as our Acura, and the cocking lever on this is lovely and smooth, very much, as I say, reminiscent of the Acura. You go to the magazines, now it's a Reximex magazine, because it's 2.2, this is the 12 shot. It'll be a bit different to our Acura one that's a 14 shot, because it's a 177. Now, all that being said, we've had the Benjamin Acela in and we've had this in. Now, this does seem to be very classy. Being based on the 2.2 Acura, which I think that's what they've based it on, and just done some minor alterations to the stock as such. It will be very good, because the Acuras are very good. Hit a 135, as you know, on accuracy, and yeah, they're very, very much what's, excuse me, they're very much an accuracy consistent gun. I think that's where they might get the name Acura. Now, I would say that the mechanism in this and everything, the main stock, well, the main billet part of this that makes the gun, I would say is from the Acura, or maybe even other Reximexes or Kralls. The shrouded barrel as well, I think that'll be coming off one of the other guns as well, but it works very well. You don't need a silencer, you can get away with it. It's got a little bit of a bark to it, but it's nothing major. Massive buddy bottle, plenty of shots. I've done the pellet test and this today, and I've got to be honest with you, the needle's hardly moved, so you can tell this is going to be good for a round. I would guess 200 shots. Safety on this is a little button just before the trigger there, that's push forward, push back. Push forward to fire, back is safety. As I say, you've got your nice adjustable cheek riser here, you've got a rubber butt pad there, and also I'm using the same scopes I normally use, which is the cat size scopes. They're adjustable objective, and it's also illuminated if you should need. We never really use that, but I find the tuning in, because they lift up and twist and lock, they're quite decent to use. Obviously with nearly every one of these guns having the same scope on, there's no sort of, shall we say, anybody's got an advantage. The stock itself, now bear in mind this is different to the Cure altogether. It's got a lovely stippling here in the wood and a lovely stippling on the forestock, which does make it quite grippy. The only thing that I do find with these, when you're changing the magazine, they can get a little bit sticky sometimes, and you press them and they fly off. But you press from this way to push it out, and it's off into another postcode. So just watch that with them. They can be a little bit sticky, the magazines can, especially I find in the 2.2. But although the magazine's a little bit sticky to come out, the cocking mechanism on this, which is a side lever, is absolutely beautiful and smooth. It is a really nice cocking lever to use, so that is a massive bonus. The main thing is with any gun is the accuracy, and it doesn't matter where they've put this gun together from or where they've borrowed bits from to do it. When they've put it together, does it work? Yes, it does, and we've proved that today. It works very, very well. So, well done to Benjamin. Yes, alright, you may have had to borrow a few parts from over in Turkey to get this gun together, but even though you've done that, you've put it together well and you've made it work, and that is the main thing. It's alright putting bits and bobs off different guns into making another gun, and it's an absolute abomination. It doesn't do the job that you want it to do. This one does. So, fair play to Benjamin, you've got it right. Whether Benjamin, I'm unsure about this, I'm sure somebody will mention it in the comments, whether Benjamin now has been sold off to either Kral or Reximex or some other Turkish conglomerate, I do not know. But they're definitely borrowing a lot of the parts from there anyway, but they're probably even having these manufactured over there in Turkey, which I'm sure they would. But this has been a fantastic gun today. Accuracy wise has been brilliant. Little touch low on the power, nothing to cry about, but would it get the thumbs up from here at R&C on Touring Midlands Airgun Reviews? Yes, it would. I would definitely recommend one of these. And as a matter of fact, if it keeps shooting as it does, I may keep this as my 2.2 gun. That's how much it's impressed me. I never look for anything over expensive. My 2.2 guns before have been a Kral MPO2. I've also had the Reximex Myth. And at the moment, if I need a 2.2 gun, I'm using the Kral MPO3 if I should need it. But this has quite impressed me, and it might be worth me putting a more expensive scope on here and keeping this as my 2.2 gun to hunt with. 10.2 feet pound is plenty enough to kill my quarry, which will be a squirrel at 25 feet. So why not? Well, 25, it's usually 25 metres to be honest with you, but still at 25 metres you'd take one out, you'd give it a good bang and it'd kill it, and that's all you need to do. You just don't want to hurt the squirrel. If you're going to do it, do it humanely and kill it, and with 10.2 foot-pound this would kill still, so it's very much usable. Thank you all for watching, hope you've enjoyed it. Benjamin Kratos, a 135 gun.